In this video, I'll show you whether you should use no-code or vibe-code for building AI agents in 2025. Or should you actually use both? I'll break exactly down when to use which tool for you to save time and money and win in 2025. So let's jump right in. AI is evolving really fast right now, and AI agents are easier to access to everyone than ever before with no-code tools like n8n. But what nobody tells you is that you should actually be tech agnostic. So don't be emotionally attached to one solution. Because if you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right? Each of them has their pros and cons. Some argue code is everything, and then others say no code is enough. Well, here's the perspective of someone who is actually a programmer for almost a decade now, who also loves using no code tools. Let me explain to you when I use n8n. First of all, I use it for myself. It's easier to set up a quick automation for my daily tasks, for back office tasks predominantly. That's exactly where no code tools like n8n shine. If your goal is to automate your own tasks, then go ahead, use n8n. If you want to make money with AI agents and your clients are small to medium-sized businesses, then no code is ideal. The landscaping business next door doesn't need a complex AI application, right? So n8n is an amazing tool for that. It takes a couple of minutes rather than hours, and it's non-technical friendly. But there are also honest limitations I encounter every day when building AI agents for my clients. We usually discuss the simple automations or even start with pilot projects using n8n. But n8n is not ideal for building complex AI agent tasks. You might have seen crazy demos on YouTube, but these are usually just demos and not production builds. Again, that's coming from a programmer who also loves using no-code tools like n8n. They're just fun, they're easy to set up, and the visual aspect of it is amazing. But if you want to build actually custom applications that goes beyond just the core AI automations, which is scalable and gives you full flexibility, you need to know how to code. Now, in 2025, there's the concept of vibe coding. If you can speak English or any language, you can tell an AI agent to build it for you. So that's where vibe coding comes into play. If you're afraid to learn coding because it looks like alien language, I get you. You don't have to learn it anymore. You can ask ChatGPT or any AI chatbot to answer you all your questions you have. And then you can tell it in the same manner, build me a front-end application, build me an AI agent application using LangGraph. Check out the documentation. So you just need to know the basic terminology and the basic concepts of programming to tell an AI agent to build complex, flexible, and higher value applications for your clients or for yourself. But usually, if you build some AI agents with n8n, why don't you take the next step and actually level up your game and building actually SaaS application? Don't repeat yourself building the same AI automation again and again. Build it once, sell it a million times by actually building AI agents via vibe code. Now, if you never heard of vibe coding or Cursor AI, that's a tool which I use to basically prompt an AI. You prompt it like you would prompt ChatGPT, but it's a code terminal, so it can actually execute, create files, create a project for you. Now, if you have no clue of how to set up, you can switch to Ask AI within Cursor to first ask it questions and then switch back to Agent, and the agent will continue actually building out what you have in mind. That's probably where the term vibe coding came from. It's just a vibe, it's not hardcore engineering anymore. So the game-changing part is complex logic, which n8n is not sufficient enough. That's from my experience. I usually had to build it writing Python code, but now I just prompt Cursor to build it out for me. Obviously, it helps to be a programmer and to know what you want so you can explicitly tell what you want it to use in terms of frameworks and libraries. But that's easy to learn just using AI. Honestly, it's a day to a week of asking ChatGPT the basic concepts of programming. So the advantages of vibe coding is, so you fully own your code. It's totally flexible. You can scale it, and it's easier than ever to actually build AI SaaS applications. So anyone can build SaaS applications in general. Like I did just last week. I just turned one of my no-code automation to my new SaaS application. It's called Iconically. It took me honestly 3 days plus 1 or 2 days of testing. Another example, my AI agents examples directory I just built within 1 day. It scraped over 800 pages and I didn't write one single line of code. I just prompted, I just told AI agents in Cursor to build it out for me, to build out the web scraper with no additional API costs, and then build out the Next.js applications, just vibing and telling it what I want. So my advice to you, use them both, but in a smart way. Don't be just one of those guys who is in a spiritual cult. My way is the only way. No, code is the best way. No, both have their place. It's just a matter of your use cases. If you're fine building it just out for yourself or actually wanting just to work with small businesses, that's fine. Use it. Again, I like to use it myself. But if you want to take it to the next level, you should start thinking about vibe coding. You might have thought even about building your own SaaS applications, right? Now, again, usually you would need a coder to build it out for you. But with all those vibe, which is basically no coding, you can build out whatever you want, which is an amazing feeling to know I can own it and build whatever I want. No limitations of the vendor like you have with NetN. You have to wait until they publish a new feature. With Vibe Code, you don't wait. You can build it yourself. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I'm leaning lately more towards actually building with Vibe Code, since the models got better and will get better. With each model update, your Vibe coding will get just smoother. So it makes it just so much easier to actually build SaaS applications, which you, by the way, can sell at a premium, right? So a custom application with user authentication and different permissions users have. Like if you build it for a enterprise client or a bigger client, they need different tiers. So the CEO will have different access than someone from HR. And the same from marketing won't have the same access to HR data, right? So you can build it a custom, special, tailored to their needs with, quite honestly, not much more time than using NetN workflows. So here's your smart path moving forward in 2025 and the years ahead. Be flexible. Be agnostic like I am as a programmer. Use them in a hybrid approach. When it makes sense to use no code like NetN, use NetN. When it makes sense to scale or build something more custom and just more flexible, start vibe coding. If you want to build your own SaaS or offer it to clients, you can first of all charge more than just a no code tool, as well as not needing much more time, just talking to AI and prompting it what you want it to build for you, which in my opinion is the competitive edge. If you are capable of using both and are open to use both, don't limit yourself by just selecting, because I see so many coders who say, no, I would never use no code. They are proud of writing code the old way. They don't even use vibe code. So don't be that guy. Just be open. Use everything that the current AI wave provides you in terms of tools. So don't be emotionally attached to one or the other. And don't be intimidated by vibe coding just because you have to set up and learn the basics of programming. Your first application won't be a perfect application. You most certainly will need longer than I did for building my SaaS applications. But that's your first project. Your second project will be from 4 weeks to 2 weeks. And then you will dial in and just need a week for complex applications with vibe coding and the right strategy. Because there's also a strategy part of it. Like most people don't tell you that there are also things you have to take into consideration when you use vibe coding, like security. So for that reason, I will host a free online workshop where I just show you the basics. If you're a total beginner, no coding experience, no worry. It's limited to 30 people, and I will have the link in the descriptions below where you can sign up. You just need a free Cursor AI plan, so you have to already have downloaded it. And then I will show you all the basics so you can just start prompting your AI and start building your SaaS applications. So let me know in the comments what you think about vibe coding, if you ever thought about starting vibe coding, or if you actually use vibe coding on a daily basis.